Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Yeah, it's your girl Anua here again. Yeah, today's tutorial is going to be something very nice. I think it's similar to the ones I have done so far, and so I named it the Petite collection. So I would like to share with you how I was able to put everything together. So it's going to be similar to this. I think I have shots of this on Instagram and TikTok, if you can check. My Instagram name is @noah_anua, so please kindly check. I would put it in the description and then you can check it out. Yeah, so I'm making a collection right now. I'm going to make an orange and a black, and then the ball is going to be beaded ball is going to be black, and the stud is going to be orange. Okay, yeah, so I'd like to share this with you, so stay tuned and don't move. Thank you very much. To begin with, we need some few things to start. First of all, I'm going to start with my stud. So we will need this. Honestly, I don't know the size of this. I think maybe it's about 4 millimeter or something. Yeah, and then also now I already attached this hook to at the back. Okay, so the last time I think I showed it. Yeah, so all that you have to do is this came separately. Okay, so you just have to put a glue under it and attach it to it. Wait for maybe about 24 hours to get hard, and then you continue. So I use the E6000 glue, and also the second thing we are going to use are the beads. Okay, these are Japanese made quality beads. These are Toho 11O C beads. Yeah, now the next thing is I've already attached my thread to the needle. Honestly, threads I don't measure, but this is about, say, 120 centimeters maybe. Yes, and so at least it's able to complete my project, because this is a really small a really small pearl, so it wouldn't take that much of a thread. So, and you would obviously need your beading mat, a pair of scissors, and then that's it. Okay, so let's begin. Now I have similar videos about the counting of how to create this beaded ball. Okay, so they are very similar videos, and these videos will teach you how to increase and then decrease the size of the beads whilst you build. For instance, this is a small size. I used to use the bigger size. I have studs that are huge than this, and so I have, in the description box, I'm going to put the link in the description box for you to see the kind of video I'm talking about, where you would be able to know how much or how many beads you have to use to cover a particular pearl. Okay, be it small or big, how you are going to go about it with the counting. Yeah, so I'll just put I'll put the description description in the link below, and then you please check it out and know what to do. I'm not going to type anything today. I'm just going to talk, so please kindly check it out in the description box. Okay, so you know what to do in case you don't find this and you find it's large, then you'll be able to know how to go about it, right? Okay, so now in the first instance, I'll pick 4 beads. Oops. I'll pick 4 beads. Okay, yeah, so I'll pick 4 beads, and then I go through all 4 beads. And I pull my thread with my needle. Yeah, I didn't mention that the thread this is a beading needle of, say, 13 13 over 10 over 13 size beading needle. Okay, this is a beading needle, very thin, and is able to go through all the beads, yeah, very nicely. And so you go through the first bead from here, pull it out. Okay, and then next, what do we do? Next, you take a bead, go through this part, come out, take another bead, go through the first, the second, you come out, and then you do the same to all the rest of the beads. Okay, it's similar to the other videos, so it's not going to be something very difficult. So, and as I said, I'm not going to type anything today. I'm not going to put anything in the description because it's already there. So kindly check in the description box. I'm going to put the link, what you have to check out for, and then if there's any questions you need to ask, kindly ask me and let's move on. So at this point, what do? This is the last part. At this point, I would only have to step up. Okay, I'll step up on the fourth bead. Yeah, that's the fourth and the first bead. Yeah, so this is the first row. Actually, the first row adds up to 4. Okay, the foundation is 4, which is 1 2 3 4, and then the first row adds up to 1 2 3 4 as well. Now the second row, you are going to take 2, and you are going to put 2 beads in each space, and in total you're going to have 8 beads. Pick another bead. Okay, and then you hold it firmly. Okay, and then in the last one, yeah, all right, so this is it. Yes, so in total you have 8 beads. So in the third row, you're going through 1 in each space. I need to give it more light. I think it's not very clear. 2 3. I didn't get an orange thread. What I had was, I'm using right now is an embroidery silky thread, and it's really strong. It's a really strong thread that I used to use for my projects. It doesn't break easily at all, but the only problem is that it tangles sometimes when you pull. So for when you're not patient, it tangles very fast. So pardon me for that. Okay, so we have 8 beads in total. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now with the fourth row, we're going to have 12 beads in total, and this is how we start. We take 1 bead, and we take 2 beads, we take 1, and then 2. Then we finish the other spaces with the same procedure. Yes. So we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Yes. So with the fifth row, we're going through 1 1 1 in each space, and we're going to have same 12 in total. 12 beads in total. So we go 1, 2, then it continues. And please count and count and count. So this is one challenging part about it. You need to count often so that you don't forget what you are doing. Okay, so until you meet a step up. So we're stepping up from here, at this point, like that. Okay, so we have 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So it's not more, it's not less, it's 12, which means we are there. So what you are going to do is that we are going to put 1 1 1 bead in each space to have the same. You're going to repeat row 5 on row 6. Okay, so stay tuned. All right, so we're done with the 6th row, so we're moving to the 7th row. Okay, remember that row 5th and 6th is a repetition. Okay, so in total we have 12 beads. Now on the 7th row, we're going to have 16 beads in total. So what do we do now? We pick 2 beads from the beginning, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, one, and then 2, 1. Hope I'm not covering this with my hands. 1, 1, and a final 2 on 1. So in total we're going to have 16. 1, and then I step up from here. Okay, if you're found wanting, please, you can play back so many times as you want. Yeah, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Okay, so, and this is the 7th row. On the 8th row we're going to put 1 bead in each space, until we get to the last point, and then we step up. Okay, so meet you on the last part. Hello, welcome back. Yes, so I'm done with row 8, and I even added row 9 to it. So row 8 or row 9 is a repetition of row 8, where you'd have to just add 1, 1, 1 to each space until you step up. So row 8 is a total of 16 beads. Row 9 is also a total of 16 beads, with 1 bead in each space. So at this point I'm going to put my bead here. Okay, and then what do I do from here? I pull a little bit, just have to pull, and then I continue to bead around. So I'm still going to repeat row 9. I'm now moving to row 10. Okay, so I'm going to repeat row 9 on row 10, and I'm going to put 1 bead in each space until I get 16. Whilst you do this, you pull it a little bit tighter. got tangled up from this part. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what happened? It happens sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it continues until you finish with the you get to the last part and then you step up. Okay. Yeah. So I'll meet you on the last part. Yeah, so row 11 row 10 is done. Row 10 is done, so I'm going to add maybe 1 or 2 more rows to see. It's just a repetition of the same repetition of row 8. Yeah, so in total we had 16 beads as well. So we go again. We have 1, 2. We are still increasing. This is an increasing process, and then after some time we will decrease. I'm going to just put the link in the description so you can check it out how I made some starts as well, but these were much huge. They were huge than this one, so you will understand it better. Okay. You can use different colors, you can use different beads to do this. These are 11 auto hole beads, and I just love this orange. It's very, very nice. Yeah, so I'll meet you once again on the last part just to reduce the timing. Yeah, so row 11 is done. So at this point you are going to decrease. You're going to start the decreasing. So with the decreasing, what you do is that you're going to have 12 beads in total. So how do we do it? We decrease the 16. Okay, so take a bead, right? You go through the first bead, 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th we go through without taking any bead. So we are going to repeat this until you get to the last bead. Okay, just make sure it's a 11130. I say 0 because I don't pick any bead on the 4th step. Yeah, so take it again, 1, 2, and then 0. 1, 2, 3, 3, and then 0. One, 2, 3, and then we step up from here. Hope you can all see. Okay, step up. Okay, now we are decreasing, so I call this is the row 12 actually. So the decreasing starts from row 12. Now we're going to put 1 bead in each space from row 13, one. You may meet holes or space, large spaces, never mind, still put a 1 bead, and then try to pull the thread so as to close the space. I'll do it for you to see. So 1, 2, for instance, this is a space. Okay, you may meet things like this. You may meet 1, 2, 3. So you have to put a bead here. Okay, let me show you how. So you wouldn't put the bead here, you put it here. All right, because we are decreasing, so you see this. Okay, yes. So this is how it is. You pull the thread a little bit, and then you continue. Another one comes again. Okay, pull a little bit, then you continue just to close the gaps. Then you put another one to close. Then it continues. So here we step up. We step up from here. Okay. Now step up is so obvious. I mean, you would know that there's nothing here. Usually when we have to put a bead, we realize that we put it after a bead. I don't know how to explain this. Like, for instance, we put a bead here, okay, just to fill up a space. But here's the case where on step up, during step ups, there's no space on the last and the first bead. Yeah, so we step up from here, from this part. Okay, all right, I hope you can see this. Now we're moving on. We are closing a and so we are closing by decreasing the beads, right? So we're going to put, and so when you count, you have 12 beads in total. Now we're going to put one bead in each space again. We're going to have 12 beads again. So row 13 is a repetition, or row 14 will be a repetition of row 13. Yeah, so I will do this and then we'll get back to you. Hello, welcome back. So I'm now on row 15. Now what I did was I know I'm supposed to stop at row 14 to come back, but I ended on row 15 because it's the same thing. It's a repetition of row 13 is a repetition of 14, and 14 is a repetition of 15. Okay, so we are still closing, and as you can see, mine is getting smaller and smaller. So for row 16, did I say row 13 is a repetition of 14? No, 13 is not a repetition of 14. 14 and 15 are repeat each other. Okay, yes, so let's continue. So for row 16, we're going to have 8 beats. How do we do it? So we're going to have a 1, 1, 0. Please watch this carefully because this part is quite complicated. Row 16, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. Okay, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so in total we have 8 beats. Let's count to see if we are right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is row 16. On row 17, we're going to put one bead in each space. Okay, so 1, and then 2, and then 3, and we have 4, then 5, have 6, and then 7, the last bead. We're stepping up. See, it's very obvious from here, there's no space. Okay, and the 8th bead. Okay, all right, so this is the 17th row. Now on the 18th row, we're going to have 4 beads in total. So we could take 1 bead, 1, 0, 1 and 0. Okay, take another 1, and 0. Take another 1, and 0. Then we take another 1, yeah, forgive me if I'm bending this because I need to see what I'm doing. Yeah, so it's like this. Last one, 1, and 0. I step up from here. Another obvious pair to go through, which are the 2 beads. Last. Okay. Oh, sometimes it happens this way. See, if you have a beading thread, it's better. And this thread is also very good, but it's just that it tangles sometimes when you are not patient with it. All right, so as you can see, so the last bead, which is on the 19th row, will be 4 beads. This time we are not going to put any 0. Straightforward, we put a 1 in each space. 1, 2, 3, and the last one, 4. Then I step up from here. Yeah, I'm almost done and this is happening. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so I managed to untangle the thread. So at this point, what I do is I go through all 4 beads about 2 to 3 times. Okay, the last 4 bead here. sometimes I don't know, my I lose focus from my camera or something, or please forgive me for that. Yeah, or maybe I stay out of camera or something, sort of. Yeah, yeah. So go through some of the beats as well after you finish with this, the middle one here. I mean, so as you can see, you go back to 4 as you started. Remember the 4 that we did here. Okay, so this is a 1 2 3 4. You go back to the 4 when you end. This is how it is. So I'm going to create something like this here, a loop, a small loop. Should I call this a loop or something? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang the, like this. I'm going to hang a ball on it. Okay, I'm going to hang, you see it's the same kind, you know, so I'll be hanging a ball on this part of it, as you can see with what I've done here on this part here. Okay, I'm going to create the same thing on the last part here, and then I'll get back to you. Now with the ball, I've done about, I think I have a tutorial on how to create a beaded ball, so I wouldn't go through that with you because I already have it. So I'll just put the link in the description, and then you go and check it out for yourself. Okay, it's the same thing, only that this is rather small. If you're able to know, if you're able to study it properly, you'll be able to do larger balls no matter what. You know, you'll be able to bead around larger balls, you know. So the first big one I did was a 16. It was, I think it was a 14 millimeter pearl bead. Yeah, and this is a 14 millimeter actually, and the other one was 16. It was much bigger. Yes. So thank you very much. Yeah, hello people. Yeah, so sorry I had to do this offline because already the timing is very very long. Yeah, so all that I have to do is I'm done with this ball. Okay, and then I attached it to the stud here. Okay, sorry if it looks blur. And so this is a beaded I said beaded this is a ball pin. So all that I had to do was I just put this is a ball pin, okay, and it's a bronze ball pin, bronze color ball pin. So I just had to put it and thrust it through the hole in the beaded ball, and then I formed a loop here. I cut a little bit up, a little bit out, and then I made a loop here, and then I just joined it to this one, and that was all. Okay, it's nothing difficult. So this is the result. Yeah.